There we go. I have my mobile set up. Did I talked to you, but I don't think I talked to the other tech priest. Should be another one, right? I'm misremembering.
What a splendid estate! I have seen pics of our ancient manors in the House Orselio archives. This place is very similar.
It's a pity you were denied the chance to grow up in such surroundings. I can just picture a young lady navigator, relaxing with a book in the garden after her lessons.
That's adorable. Where I just saw you. Yep. Tilius Quint. The stupid man wearing cloak of the Adeptus Ministerium is reviewing information on the data slate while his quietly whirring mechanical arms fill a long scroll of writing. Upon noticing, the man stretches his thin lips into a smile that eventually bows. The light in the eyes of the silver skull hovering over his right shoulder deftly pulsate. Your Lordship, what an honor to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself. Tilius Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agricolte. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever. What record of our conversation? Your Lordship, I painstakingly record every conversation with high-ranking personages, and afterward I fill out all 7 accompanying forms personally. Please rolls up his completed scroll and practiced gesture, zoos it away, and pulls out a new one. Your words and judgment are in good hands. The mechanical fingers fly over the scroll as he fills in another line. And of course, what great fortune to see for the very first time in all my years of service an emissary, Navis Nobilis here on Janus. I humbly welcome the esteemed Cassia Trisphia Averia, Lady Nigator of House Orselio. Everything from her condescending gaze and confident bearing to her calm but commanding voice marks Cassia as the heiress of a great bloodline. All struck, the secretary writes down each letter of her name with particular facetiousness. Strange how you may continue. Stop recording immediately. Laudable foresight. I thank you. Moments such as the appearance of a road trader must be preserved for posterity. What do you think of Vicenta Viat? The governor is a superb leader. She possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and have used it in correct form for a given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but if I may speak plainly, if the lady fills out paperwork with such fine needs cannot be a bad person in my view. What do you have to say about the governor's helper? Tears looks askance at Eagerlet and offers a strange smile. A highly, highly exceptional individual. After today's regretful event, I begin to hold her talents in a particular esteem. Verily, even mutants have seen the light of the God Emperor can faithfully serve his flock. Moreover, Eagerlet's particular abilities could be an interesting subject of study for the Magos biologists. The elongated head shape, those eyes, judging by the skulls that was given to me, descend onto footfalls. Such delightful anomalies on Janus are not as quick of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait. Your freeze completely turning into a living statue. What did you say? Oh, madam, have my words upset you? I'm certain your kinsman would be delighted to learn that people wish to make pretty pressed paper out of his remains. And besides, I could be wrong about the nature of his origins. What skull are you talking about? A most remarkable item, I would say. A true anomaly. One moment. After rummaging a nearby container, Atilius browses out a parcel, which he immediately unwraps. Here it is. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under current circumstances, I doubt I'll be able to send it to Footfall anytime soon. Here stares at the skull in silence. You can see her jaw working under her delicate skin. After a few seconds, she abruptly turns away. Pascal's mechanic race reached toward Atilius with interest, seeming to unnerve him a little. Adequately preserved, it is a pity that is empty inside. It would have become a proper service skull, however, for the rogue trader, unorthodox. My curiosity, this would look nice on my desk. I mean, yes, of course, undoubtedly. Whatever you wish, your lordship. That raised spirits after the recent incident. Your grits your teeth and burns with you look of utter disdain. What are your duties here? By the grace of the God Emperor, I oversee the administrative asparagus on the planet and serve as secretary. I must be responsible for the logistics related to supplying the plants of the Von Flockness dynasty and timely payment of tips in the Imperium's official collectors. And the collectorships last come to Janus. Oh, your lordship, I must confess that as yet I have not the pleasure of filling out the sacred TIF protocol form, as allowed Imperial ships to come here did so under my predecessor. Come to think of it, that would have been several decades ago. I do hope the Logistians responsible for such unforgivable oversight will lose their heads over this. Speaking of the Dynasty, when were the last shipments sent? Oh, your Lordship, our supply shipments are all under order. All foodstuffs and other items are ready for export and are simply waiting the arrival of the transport ships. However, given the certain circumstances on the planet, Janus cannot provide even one tranche more than what is already prepared. I'm certain the situation will be rectified in the near future. That's enough. As you wish, your Lordship. Tell me more about Janus. What is happening on the planet? Alas, your Lordship, rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. The rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies, sabotaging the surface work. A few nobles have been killed, and worst of all, some of the victims occupied important administrative posts. To replacements pass their checks, complete all their induction forms, and go through the official appointment procedure. Important paperwork is going unsigned. It's a bureaucratic catastrophe. If things continue in this vein, I dare not even imagine what it would lead to. There are worlds that are ravaged by war for generations. Generations, your Lordship. Like that deranged planet by the name of Star, so close to our own peaceful system. It happens there supposedly live under a patron of the rogue trader, the Winter Scale. I shudder to think what has been created there. I want no details. Where have the rebels struck and how? Of course, I'll be delighted to furnish you with all the information I have. Last few months, 15 organized attacks and 7 terrorist attacks have been perpetrated. Irrigation equipment have been sabotaged in Argarian sectors 2 to 5, transport routes 27, 413, and also, I suppose not tell you much, please. Well, Fussy Geshery presents several buttons on his data slide screen, a 3-dimensional map with coordinates on the text appearing on your cognitor. The data is superbly collided, and the map clearly displays the action of the rebels. At first glance, there seems to be no logic to their campaign, but after analyzing the slate and the feature of the terrain, you notice a clear system indicating a geographical pattern to their attacks. What are you doing to combat the rebels? Our security service are tracking down those who support rebels, and our regular warriors are wiping out those saboteurs without the slightest mercy, but they keep on appearing. My scars have been run off their feet, keeping records of all the public hangings and executions, but I'm confident that the government will find a solution soon. Who's directing the rebels? Rebels are well armed and well trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think that the instigators of the rebellions are very familiar with the planet's terrain and climate. My ordnance are going through registration days and night, looking for individuals who have completed military training, but we have so far been unable to identify the scoundrel. That's enough for now. What do you know about the attacks on the estate? A disgraceful instance of the disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels dared to come so close and drag nobility into the well. If they return to the estate, that means they have the help from some worthless servant or another. Security is currently questioning the survivors, but the culprit has not been found. Yet. I must take my leave. I look forward to meeting you again, your Lordship. So there's someone in the inside.
It's about time.
So we'll look around carefully.
Victory awaits.
Engineer, Servitor, Technomat.
Hold. I noticed something.
A hotshot lasgun. And some cargo that we can sell.
Lay claim to the stars.
Security officer, estate warden. Can't talk to him. Oh, I'll keep me interested in you for marking him as the officer of the Cooper National Warden is closely monitoring servants as they surround the building. Since your approach, he whips around, his face going pale. The officer, a low bow. Your Lordship, please do not stray too close to the building. One of the terrorists from today's attack is to hold himself in there. He can be dangerous. Who are you? I'm the Madam Governor's security officer. I regret that you have to witness today's incident. I assure you nothing of the sort will ever happen again. I see a message. Oh, that's just my own Twitch. What's going on here? Ready to report, your Lordship. We conducted a sweep on the area after the attack. All assassins were arrested or neutralized except for one. Doctor scowls darkly. He's healed himself in there. He's already injured 2 wardens who tried to reach him. There's no need to worry. We'll poison him and clear out the last drag of dirt from the estate. Only one question, officer. Why have you not already done it? The road traders here, and the longer you delay, the more you put his life needlessly at risk. The officer flinched slightly at Admiral's snarl. It is inexcusable, your lordship. The barrels of poison were only just delivered, but we're ready to begin now. One Ashman's up against all the wardens on the state, yet he's still causing trouble? Oh, Ifrit, you have already been made captain and put in charge of the governor's security. For the Dalton one knows that he has more brains than all of you combined. I'm doing well. Peacock, how about yourself? The officer tugs nervously at his collar, which appears to have suddenly become too tight for his comfort. We'll fix this right away, I swear on the throne. Who is he? To tell you the truth, your lordship, I'm more concerned with clearing area right now than with his identity. We're not expecting to get any valuable intel from him unless we find something on his corpse if we're done our job. What's so special about this building? It is one of the utility buildings. Fortunately, it was empty at the time of the attack. There was no potential hostage or innocent people inside. If you ask me, I think this was the first place the killer came to when he was beginning his retreat. He managed to trap all the others, but this one held himself in there. It is not an empty utility building, but an active backup crypt for storing refrigerant and freezing equipment. This is obvious. Your ignorance is depressing, servant. Sorry. You're going to poison the rebel. We're using insecticide from our stockpiles, your lordship. We don't have any military-grade poisons, but we don't need them, not for this parasite. I want to talk to the person inside. Are you sure it's not exactly safe, your lordship? You dare to question me? Out of my way. The officer seems to remember himself. Officer and I low back. Forgive me, your lordship. As you act as you see fit. As the officer signal, the other wardens take a defensive step back, clearing your path to the door. When you approach the stall-looking door, a high boyish voice shouts, "Piss off! You won't take me alive." Been alright, getting ready for bed. How goes the game? Just started a little bit ago. I'm just trying to clear out from some rogue trader. We're on our next big planet, which is kind of like a agriculture jungle planet. So, but there's rebel attacks going on, so we need to figure out what's causing the rebel attacks. Better put a bullet in my brain and let the governor's dogs get their hands on me. I'm Suki, rogue trader and sovereign of this planet. In the name of the Emperor, open the door. For a long moment, nothing happens, then the door opens with a click. Click. Click, click. Is it really a child? The space is small. The corner is filled with inky black shadows. But you can still make out the person in the room. He's desperately gripping a discharged lasgun in his hands. The rebel looks at you in amazement. It really is you. The young man, practically a boy, falls to his knees and stretches out his bloody hands towards you. The clothes are burned on one side and grounded with baked in blood. Your lordship, have mercy. You are the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. This is one of the elusive kind of rebels the governor's been fighting for months? Really? Why should I listen to a filthy insurgent? Or, you know what? Save you from what? From Governor Viat. Everyone here knows that what she's doing to us. We put up with her for a long time, hoping that someone would intervene and help us, but nobody ever did. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like rocks to the settlements, supposedly to go to the palace and never be seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields, and then people lose their minds. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. While we're dying, she's seen behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. Your face twists. Sacrifices, madness, pain, death. Even in so primitive a society as this, such rites seem senseless. Not worry such efforts. What is this? A random quirk of nature or something darker? I was taught that peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness of spirit. This young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimeter of his body. Gray shackles bind his hands, feet, and neck. There are no lies in his words, only terror and desperation without end. You're telling me people are seeing evil spirits? Yes, others are going feral and attacking their loved ones, and then there's... Boiler's voice. People say that in some settlements, will they stop upholding law altogether? Prayer law, and the law of basic human decency. People are turning to animals. Who's behind the rebels? He swallows nervous and looks at your feet. Your lordship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them. There will be no end to this war on this planet until I get a handle on the situation. But to do that, I need to meet with your leader. The boy hesitates for a few seconds and then his head drops limply. As long as you keep your word. I've never been in the camp. None of us have. Only the chief saw one person from their base. He came a few times, bringing weapons and other orders. He said he represented a greater force than we could imagine. And he said that the governor's dogs will play for their reprisals in the settlements. But that's not where they're hidden. They keep their distance from ordinary folk. We have all worked out, so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught up with them. But I swiped the chief's fox. I thought after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. Boy retrieves the box from his pocket and hands it out to you with a shaking hand. That's everything I know, your lordship. Get up and come with me. I'll give you my word as a rogue trader you will live. Rogue looks at you in bewilderment and bows low before you. When he speaks, a voice trembles. Your lordship, thank you. Thank you for the kindness. I never thought I survived this. The officer of the warden casts a dazed look over the road before turning his gaze on. Lordship, I honor your bravery. Please allow me to get rid of this rat for you. Ooh. Escort this man to safety. To the perimeter of the city. He's free to go. The fatal expression appears on the officer's face. With that piece of respect, your lordship. The officer thinks better of his next few words and after really bounce. It'll be done. So there's a lot more going on than we realized. And we got the level up. Okay, let's do our level up. Available abilities. Inspire. Linchpin. Strong point. Yeah, we'll do strong point.
Well, and I assume that we're on the same page and that we both want Clay Porter to have every chance of a successful appeal.
Are you referring to the magical witness in Kansas City?
How did you know about that?
Yeah, hot on the trail.
Thinks if we just look harder, pay for investigators, we'll find new evidence. I know about this reward hunter.
Wall Rock Reach, and we're gonna do Carouse. Stronghold. Actually, this is Zone of Fear. Awareness. Poise Strike. Linchpin. Alright, we're learning a bit more. Something's up with the governor. They might be more evil than they let on. Very interesting that
None shall stand in my way.
I swore there was one more tech priest, but maybe I'm remembering wrong. Or maybe I saw one of these technomats. Here in front of your footsteps, there the servant grabs the injector and stabs into his arm. There around the knee immediately starts turning black. You're too late, Viet dolls. I'm the master of my own fate, but when he gets a better look at you, the man drops the injector in astonishment and seems poised to prostrate himself on the floor before it. It's you, lordship. The god emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels and save Janus. He doubles up hugging himself and distracted by coughing and leaves lips full of blood. Forgive me, lordship. If all I know was you, my eyes have seen you. We have a little time now, but I swear I'll tell you everything. Nerve toxin. The inevitable cessation of the vital functions expected no more than 60 seconds. Ooh. From Gam, you old man, how'd you get this stuff? Poison capsule disorder, popular choice among desperates. Ashmans who are done with being tortured by mad fanatics or worse. Here in Janus, though, there's no antidote. Say whatever you want to say and be quick about it. In the name of the Golden Throne, your lordship, show mercy on the humble workers, the solid Janus, save them. Visita Viat, the untouchable governor and leader of the nobility, is creating something monstrous behind closed doors. She uses the Imperium's interest as a smokescreen. And we're gonna try to get some sleep. You have a good night, Peak. She uses the Imperium's interest as a smokescreen, supposed to be a scholar, but her actions are poisoning our planet. Did you know that summons that fail to pay their duties on time have been allowed to pay your people instead? Even delivering an order. Sometimes old folks, sometimes children. I've seen those people. I've seen them being delivered to that state, and then they're seen or heard from again. They go into the secret rooms and they don't come again, your lordship, ever. Peasants were taken to Urek V to serve as Sawyer were never seen or heard from again either. They came little service and toiled for the good of dynasty. Why should they ever return to their filthy squalid abodes? What secret rooms? Hidden chambers deep within the palace. I've never been inside, thankfully. The servants who are allowed in, the ones the governor trusts, they change. He changed them, praised them up, defiles them. There's no shadow of deceit behind your words, even so I would have noticed. I know I would have noticed the signs of which you... Except whenever Visa holds one of her dances at the palace, she sends me away to search for rebels, to the forest, far from human settlements. I'm not sure I'll last long enough to answer all your questions. You can still be saved. No, don't waste your time on someone who's been good as dead already. I'll depart this world happily, knowing I'm free from the clutches of that mad monster living on the governor's throne. Lordship, if you permit dying men to make one last request, don't tell anyone that I was the one who unlocked the doors. If you do, they'll go after my family, my home. I'll keep your secret. Please save us. Save Janus. Ooh. So there is something going on.
Follow my lead.
Okay. Something is going on here that is quite evil.
It's about time.
Alright, so we get to go back to our ship. Which is over here. Good night, good night. Electric. As you once sought my help, now I'm seeking yours. Time has come to dispel the final shadows on our path. I've hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler. Let us know where they are hiding. Let me show you the way on the condition that you bring me to them. Kinda usually a bit better at bargaining. Always offer what can be abstained from the torture of thrones. Barely did never, I suppose. Show me the way. Let's go, Anashik. I played to the gods, they were not too late. Wait. I thought we would have actually, like... Yeah, okay. Did they just, like, skip it for us? Okay. I thought we would actually have to scan it.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Guess that's a way to...
Old Captain Theodora and I once landed on a green world similar to this one. 2/3 of the team perished in the jaws of wild beasts, while the rest died of fever.
That's great to know.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
We go back up.
An expected result.
Okay, so they're like right there. Is there another direction we can go? It does not look like it. So So we have to cross here. Gotcha. Wait.
A new challenge for me?
Oh, they're down there.
None shall stand in my way. I won't heed your cries of mercy.
I will take you down.
Well, they're calling for backup, so we're fighting some rebels.
I am a navigator. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Don't get too cocky. Oh, you're no fun. You got a problem? Going somewhere? Swift and silent. This tedium is beneath me. Another soul slips beyond the veil. If it serves your cause.
Let's get to it.
No matter the
Oop.
cost.
Thank you for the posture check. And the stretch. Hello, Sakusan.
I will do like reduced to dust. Follow my lead. It will be done. I took care of this one. Victory is imminent. One fewer target. At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
I understand your intent. No weakness is hidden from my sight. You cannot force me, Elantak. If I must. If it serves your cause.
Where is this guy? Oh, he's right over there.
Running binaric override. High momentum.
I hold
Yeah.
all the cards.
Just move up and
Tried and tested tactics are the best
finish
ones.
off this fight.
I will do my duty. Reduced to dust.
Crack grenade, chainmail, weighty axe, las guns, hunting rifle. I was gonna say, you can only use Adari weapons, can't you? You are... We can use a ghost sword. You are very limited into what you can wear, can you? Noted. Noted, noted, noted.
And done.
Oh, did that guy get killed? When I went for help?
Your species is aware of mutilated forms of the Omnissiah's wisdom. Does anamorphic Ursat's veneration of the Deus Mechanicus exist in your culture?
We venerated Thorn, the smith and craftsman. But he is nothing like your ugly deity. He has never sought to replace our souls with wraithbone sculptures.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
A minor setback.
Experience? Nothing matters more.
Alright.
I did fine.
So there seems to be corruption
I'll lay
here.
claim to the stars. Over there.
Interesting.
Failed my kin.
You had one job, Irit, and you messed it up. Alright, everyone gather around.
What advice do you seek?
Abelard, you're going to heal.
Let me help.
You have offered me another chance.
Reduces recoil of all automatic weapons. Oh. What are you? You got this. You're having a good time. I am.
My Orsted records your wickedness.
These creatures were once so timid to sin. Could this see evil truly is taking root in them as well? Right. These look like lion things. And I am having a good time. I hope you are as well. Alright. Yeah.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Immediately giving you a turn, Pascal.
Is this a job for the serfs?
My vow is to serve. Combat is an equation. Your life is a dictatorship variable.
You know what? Give.
Tell me, and it is done. This tedium is beneath me. Never fight fair.
Okay. Gonna give the voice command to Abelard
With the right incentive.
and pass on to you. The miss hurts.
If it serves your cause.
Good to hear that you are having a good time. Parry. Thankfully, Abelard is very good at tanking things.
I am not your Xenos pet. Fortune favors the swift.
Great.
If it serves your cause.
Keep marking those as prey. Good. Abelard just parry. Like depended on it. And honestly, your best bet is for you to move right here. And you're just gonna brutal strike. And use your tentacle arms. Death Whisper. Hopefully that kills it. Awesome. if you just
I
take
am
out,
not your Xenos pack monkey.
if you just take out those smaller ones, we can save the alpha for
serves your
less. And then Abelard, you are gonna shoot off
We'll
Daring
rule the
Breach,
stars themselves.
and you're gonna cleave
It will
them.
be done. Grey hair, sure hand.
And once the
And
one
you'll
is
bet
dead,
for one fewer target.
focus on him.
Victory is imminent.
Yep. We'll move myself up. We'll strike as well. We'll fire a shot,
Nothing I can't do.
which will miss. We'll give
Not a
Abelard another
problem for
move.
me.
Who
I
could
will
probably
do my best to
bring it
clear
down.
this one.
There we go. Abelard is just a beast. Right. Okay, we're on the wrong side of the safe.
It's about time.
So we should come back this way.
Follow my lead.
Why'd the map get dark
New
again?
challenge for me.
That's weird. We come down here.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Unfortunately, it's going to lead us to another fight.
Submit, and you'll die quickly.
I will level you.
Alright. Take out a rebel.
Navigate. Try to die with grace, at least. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Jay.
Am I getting paid for this? You're no fun.
Awesome. That takes out 2 of them. We're going to make this the front line. Can we hit you with a single shot?
I am not your Xenos. I deal death with my hands.
Awesome. You're going to mark... You'd probably be the easiest person for us to hit.
This
Yeah.
tedium is beneath me.
Okay, now I'm really riled up.
We're gonna move Pascal right there. Who's gonna chain fire into him?
Running binary code. High momentum. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
I'm here, maggot.
Bunch of Ripper rebels, which is not bad. Ooh, poison. Nice touch. Which is the best way to attack? You know what? We'll move you right here.
This battlefield air is good for my lungs. You've got a problem? I've got a problem.
Move you right there.
Somewhere?
Toxic Burst will kill them out. You can't hit them. That's fine.
Don't get too cocky.
I'm gonna immediately get Abelard into this fight.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Oh, I...
For Von Valencius.
Okay. Yeah, we'll move you here.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
You're gonna take him out.
Indeed, one fewer target.
You're gonna move melee here.
It will be done.
That's fine.
Reduced to dust. A tactically sound approach. At your beck and call.
And now that is your turn. Move you right
My
here.
place is at the fore. Someone else can do this. I took care of this one. Victory is imminent. Indeed.
Oh, they got a combat servitor. For rockets, it looks like.
Pain and duty go hand in hand. All too easy.
There's no one up close, so best idea would be give Abar another turn. Move you here.
I'd rather not.
And then have you sprint at this guy to take him out.
Reduced to dust.
Since you can move after your turn,
Tried and tested tactics.
yeah, you already move up.
It will be
And
done.
defensive stance.
Here we go.
Great, because this defense stance, if it's parry, they can get attack off.
You miscreant.
Let's get
Oh, I didn't even see you. Right. Move Cassie up.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Give you another turn, Pascal. And you're just gonna unload into there. Not great. Can I hit you? The answer is yes.
Hear you moving, no more.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
How do I get up to you?
Request approved.
Let's make it quick.
A moving target lives longer.
I'm gonna move you up here, Jai. Can I hit him now? Yep.
Tell me, and it is done. How about no?
Alright.
I will do like one fewer target. At your beck and call. I took care of this one.
Put you in defensive stance. I'm gonna move you up here.
Just designate a target. I understand your intent. I deal death with my hands.
Alright.
a job for the Sir?
I can give you another turn.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Nothing I can't do.
I'll return this favor tenfold.
I'll show you why navigators are feared.
If I must, another soul
Yes,
slips
me.
beyond the veil.
Yeah.
I'll
I
deal
go
death with my hands.
into the darkness.
I don't think you can hit from there because it's... Oh, I can.
Guide me.
Can I mark you as my target as well is the question. Nope.
That is beneath me.
As the tactical imperative dictates. My vow is to serve.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Victory is imminent. Indeed.
I have read tomes of military tactics. Isn't this a job for the Sir? As duty demands.
Alright, that should be this combat. It's usually this passion face contorted in grimace of pain or rage. I think you should be speaking your own language. I swear on Khan's riven heart. Moran, you will pay for your treachery. May Marai Haig sunder your fate and cast away. May the blood of Elnesh bud your throat. I don't know who you're talking about, but I promise I'll gladly help you pour the cup of suffering down their throat. Yuri clears her eyes, sucks in deep breath for her teeth, and quickly murmurs something. When she opens her eyes, her face is one of a mass of cold serenity. She's like she begins to speak, this time in the Gothic. Please excuse me. I allowed the turmoil of my soul to win out over my reason. If something like that could cost me more than you can even imagine, my very soul must be more careful in the face of treachery. What treachery are you talking about? Moran is the one responsible for the rebellion against ruler Janus, but allow me to tell you everything from the beginning. We called ourselves the Children of Sauron Adari as our name of ours. We are the echoes of the great empire that once ruled the galaxy and created new worlds. The planet that you call Janus is one such maiden world, a haven that our ancestors made for their kin for many millennia. Only the shadows of our predecessors live among the ruins, so you humans came here. We are the heirs, and we are entirely within our right to call the maiden world our own. However, our arrival is a tragedy, not a homecoming. We belong to Craftworld, which fell in the border of the Star region. Only the providence of the merciful gods allowed us to escape the fate that befell those whose souls are perished among the stardust along for our abode. Shrine Adari Craftworld is a serious achievement. I'd like to shake the hand of whoever did it. The Shred Craftworld... Jay breaks off and Hurley whispers to you, Hey, Suki, we get a chance, we should check this planet out. Even if the Craftworld was blasted to bits, anyone who finds a piece of it will make a fortune. Angry Fox cackle interrupts Jai. However, Pascal confines himself to his threatening gesture. Obviously not wanting to bicker in front of the Dari about who has the right to plunder the world of her kin. Oof. His green visor flashing with interest. Pascal carefully clarifies, which border exactly? You don't need to know that, Iron Monkey. I am aware of your looting practices. After the calamity, offer my kin a sanctuary, a place of respite in the ruins of our ancestors under the canopy of the forest created by the wisdom of our world singers. Live among your king who reaped the fruits of our labor with such vulgarity. You came to Janus the rest of the Dari? No, my path brought me to Leviathan later, by another route. It was Maran who left me here. He was in the surviving Farseers of Krogarch. He was with a handful of Suriani who escaped death and found the place here, the destroyed cradle of our kind. They were outraged when they saw ravage our flourishing gardens. How are your kin connected to uprising on the planet? To enter battle, they cannot win. However, it is in our power to direct a current so that the elements themselves wash obstacles and enemies from our path. So it was in this case. The Farseer from Kurlok saw a future of the Monkey, and we followed his lead. We simply used the Monkey's passions against them. The love of freedom and anarchy. The love of domination and violence. Soaking in many between servants and rulers is easier than your target are governed by emotion rather than reason. My kin become military advisors to the Monkey, who rose up against the ruler of the world. A different mission, become Vicenti's handler, since the rebels would be unable to get to her until both sides were sufficiently weakened. The world of the humans had never seen a child of Assyrian before, so she accepted the lie about a general bunch of Monkey living far from their own kind. Why did your own kind attack you? I know the answer to that question. Many cycles have passed since I departed these fires from my kin. They cannot have forgotten me, can they? Why are you telling me this? What brought this about? Your arrival has thrown my path into disarray and lifted the veil in the truth that has been hidden from me. While I was shouting the human's ruler, I failed to see the signs that there was nothing threat looming over the fighting before the deeds. The threat should be familiar to you as it is to other intelligent species in the galaxy. We call it Silnarish, she who's first, goddess of chaos. Are the names of the daughter given to the chaos god Slaanesh, their ultimate enemy. Slaanesh is the god of passion, excess, and forbidden pleasures, and is known for his fickle and treacherous nature. Her. Slaanesh is often portrayed as a woman, so I wonder why it says his. Because it's she who first. Unless they're just using God as general for he, him, his in this scenario. That was odd to say his fickle. A weakened spirit, they are susceptible to the propositions of she who first, and their drive to attain her poison gifts. They form perverse rituals in her name. Okay, it sounds like that was a misspoken when they said his fickle nature. So it sounds like they just had a mistypo there. Rituals that require sacrifices, like the Monkey who were brought to the palace never seen again. World spirit senses the threat and resists as much as is able. The living beings that inhabit this world becoming its weapons. Weapons turn against the Monkey. Poisonous plants, red beasts are all like a blade. In Lafayette's hands, she fights against the coming of Slaanesh. The signs that have been revealed to me, they all indicate the presence of corruption on this world of Chendros. Corruption may be threatening for the world spirit, poison even as we speak, but for corruption to take hold of the planet so quickly requires effort. Effort directed by the will of another. I believe Viat is in for all in the will of Slaanesh. What? Vicenta Viat, the governor who has duly served the dynasty in the Imperium for decades? Suki, I hope you don't stand for such sacrilege slander aimed at one of your finest servants. As amenable as may be, the Imperium's history knows many cases where even the most steadfast followers of the creed would turn away from his light. Governor Viat had to tap into many fronts of knowledge to turn Janus into a proper sacred world. Perhaps when these faults become our undoing. Ah, Xenos, such wonderful creatures, Shireen. Just before we came, poignant years, spent her days serving the governor, but the moment the wind changed, she started regaling us with tragic tales about our people's dismal face, and the world's plights, and we humans are to blame for everything, naturally. Jai clicks her tongue and glances at Rhett with suspicion. Oh, there is a grain of sense to her words, I will give her that. If she is to blame, then why have you gone to the palace and killed her already? There's only one crime given in serving Slaanesh. It is betraying the children of Sauron for her benefit. Moran saw the path, beheld the future. How could he not see in the dark stain on his face? How could he fail to do everything in his power to rid this Rathrin of this canker? I was angry and more piercing. Before I rip this poison seed from the body, I will make Moran answer me. I trust your judgment. Present to be punished for a betrayal. The only punishment for such a crime is death. The one who steps on the path of Slaanesh forfeits life forever. She's deceitful and cunning. She subtly penetrates the soul, offering false perfection, luring victims into her web with promises of a wicked deal. The ruler of this Monkey perhaps doesn't even know that our soul has been corrupted. When to meet with the leaders of the uprising, we better get moving. Whew. Lasgun. Makes sense. Let's see what we got here. Chainsword. Lasgun. Ooh, a melt-a-gun. Haven't seen one of those in a hot second. A shuriken catapult. Okay. Weighty axe, ranger armor, strap chainmail, flak armor. You know what? Let me look at this. The melt-a-gun. Oh, such an area attack. Probably because it was on the servitor, I bet. She had a chainsword. Interesting. So I'll put a Dari chain. Ooh, I like the look of the Dari chainsword. More cargo we can take. You had a gas cloud grenade, auto pistol. So you were just going to be the grenade specialist. Oh, it's in the binary word spot that we can't get to it? Okay, never mind. Alright. More cargo.
Watch your steps.
What is this? Grok's meat rump steaks. Wonderful. There's a sharpshooter rebel and a ripper rebel.
I have an eye for treasure.
Esteemed Magos, after your intervention, I feel 50 years younger. Both my knee implants are as good as new.
I agree to help out with respect for the priceless array of augmentations placed in your body. Such sacred creations deserve the best maintenance available.
So I have no way we're supposed to go, but
None shall stand in my
we'll
way.
head this way for a second.
My warp sight reveals something.
Disarm it. Well, you didn't get hurt.
Acquisition is possible.
Oh, there's a lot of traps.
My success was inevitable. Did you hope to see an Azuriani fail? I have failed my kin.
The machine god grants me insight.
Okay.
I'll
Everyone.
lay claim to the stars.
First off,
Look no further.
heal her.
This wound will make a fine scar.
I must. Thank you.
And we need to actually get you geared up. That reminds me. Increase your ability and awareness. Decrease your recoil. Ooh, actually, inflicting bleeding would be great for you. Okay. So we
This
know.
master-crafted patella augment is not fit for a servitor.
So we know the way to go is this way.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Please don't fill up the bomb.
A job for me.
It's about time.
Why would go up?
An expected result.
You really need to stop failing those. Alright, data slate with notes. Okay. Abelard.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your...
You have offered me another chance.
Okay, we got everyone. Going back down.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
I rise to the occasion.
Alright, another fight. Lovely.
The Emperor offers no quarter to his enemies. Neither do I.
Okay.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
You are not close enough, so I'm going to instead pass the turn to Urette,
If you insist, Lord Captain.
who's going to
If it serves your cause, no weakness is
shoot
hidden from
you.
my sight.
Gonna mark you.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your another soul slips beyond the
That's
veil.
fine.
I will do my duty.
Am I getting paid for this? Don't get too cocky.
At your beck and call. Grey hair, sure hand.
Armamentum. Running binary override.
Suits my purposes. Not my specialty. Not a problem for me.
There we go.
Successfully
Fight over.
We should deal with this.
Please tell me.
Keep a sharp eye.
Don't mess up these bombs, please.
I have failed my kin. I have learned much in my exile.
My pleasure.
Oh, too hard for a simple monkey.
Victory awaits.
Yep, this is gonna be another fight. Possibly. Just a portal? Or not. Tall being a fine long garment turns to you. Their face hidden behind the blank visor of the helmet. They speak. Being speaking from this, you feel the air around the figure grow cold. You should not be here. Moran, I am calling you to account. You set the great danger threatening Lefren lurked in the hearts of the Monkey, the great ignorance, and all the while another enemy was looming over this world. An enemy whose tracks you should have seen in things to come. She who thirsts is threatening this world, and you hid it from us. Answer me, did you or did you not behold our greatest foe in the future? Did you lie to me? After Yuret's words, the two of the Dauri behind Moran start moving. One looks around at the leader, while the other lets out a cry muffled under his visor. The rebels beside you grins as though the Dauri speech causes him pain. He strains to say something, but Moran makes an imperious gesture, and the soldier meekly straightens up and salutes, staring at Xenos with slavish devotion. The road figure inclines their head, and they begin to speak. You're at the outcast. You left this path that was set out for you. You brought unknowns to our refuge, and you speak to me with unseemly anger. Your long wanderings far from Krudark have altered your mind, tainted your sight. You know what? I'll let them talk it out a bit. My wanderings are the path I have chosen for myself, far from the walls of Krudark. I have seen and come to know things that no Dauri could hidden away in the craft world their entire life. Why do you deny my words? And is it because you're lying to me and my kin when you showed us the true path? The Anak was the first person to discover the comings of She of Thirst, one of them who was the monkey called Chaos Gods. Without him, I was so deceived by your words about destiny and the true future. Monkey revealing paths is ludicrous. Monkey brings pain and strife in our time, and for all time. How can you trust one after we taught you, after hearing the sorrowful song of this dying world? It was not chance that brought Krudark down, destroyed our ancient home, stripped of our defenses, dooming us to wander under the cold stars. The color of these Xenos are painful to behold. There's just as much pain in their hearts. Or could it be fear, despair? I cannot tell. The hues are too strange, too Cassia flinched and trickle blood runs down her cheek. Ooh. I'm sorry to hear that your home was destroyed, but I wasn't there and know nothing of this calamity. Gaze at you intently. If these words had come from a Dauri, I would believe them, but you're merely a monkey, a plaything of your own passions. Any emotion takes hold of your soul can drive all trace of reason and honor. You're playing with words and avoiding the question. Notes of desperation and rage are even creeping into your voice now. Life is under threat from an eternal foe, and yet you're more concerned about the presence of the Langtuk and the corruption that is flowing through the veins of this world. Did you never consider that your war might simply be hastening to triumph? Perhaps the ruler's servants in their effort to protect her will resort to more and more instruments of corruption. Moran leans down over Yurt's instinct. You left Krudark in our darkest hour to gratify your ego. You came to us on the Lefian, and I accept you as one of our own. I even gave you a real purpose. You're the outcast. You dared to insult me, a Farseer? It was a mistake to let you into our circle. You have turned our efforts to survive to dust with your own hands. I'm a child of Asuran, Moran, not a plaything in the cold hands of fate, which you claim speak through your mouth. My choice as a path is no worse than yours or any Dauri's. My path calls me to fight our true enemies, not eradicate. If it comes to it, I stand with them, for this Enoch can see what you are blind to, Farseer. She pointedly lays her hand on her lip and looking away from the Farseer. My duty is to protect my worlds and my vassals. If Janus is being threatened by archenemy, I will fight to the end. Though I'm so tempted to say, perhaps Moran will see a little more if he bothered to pull his head out of his arse. Words of a creature whose will is ruled by monetary whims. There is nothing you can do to make me believe in the strength of your convictions. You speak of the strengths of one's convictions, Moran. You're claiming it is your destiny to protect your kin. So what happened to the Dauri you sent to the Monkey Road before me? Dauri whose skull is now kept as a Monkey trinket. That was the previous envoy you sent, wasn't it? Did you see the same fate for me in your visions? His fate was to serve Krudark, the spirit of the craft world. That keeps the Sari alive. Your destiny is to do the same, as long as you aren't planning to transgress our laws again. What have you done to these people? They believe you're other commanders. Believe they are serving fellow members of their tribe. They're wise and noble chiefs. My gift is potent enough to ensure that them hiding these Farseers as humans rather than children of Suran, and see your primitive structures rather than the traces of our kind. Come to your senses, servants of the God Emperor. Throw off this cursed fog of sorcery and stand with me against Xenos, against these enemies of humanity. What? The man shudders, screws up his face, and after a second stares around and bewildered as he sees everything for the first time. By the God Emperor, there... Murder a floor curse and calls his kin to battle. Oh.
I will bring you swift death.
Cutthroat Rebel. Ripper Rebel. Bogle. Alright. You know what?
That is foolishness.
I can't give... Get him, get him.
Isn't
You know
this
what?
a job for the serfs?
Can you hit that person? Yeah, take out one of their...
No more.
And put it on the other.
Stop trying, monkey.
We all walk our own path.
Ooh. They're on one.
Not fail the craft world. We all walk our own path.
Can't save everyone, unfortunately, but we can get close.
If it serves your cause, I feel death with my hands. You cannot force me, Elantak.
Hold on.
Oh, thank you for the hydrate.
Let's get to it.
Oh, there's so many rebels.
Time to slaughter someone.
But they're on our side.
Explorers know one route. Forward. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. A pitiful attempt.
I just love I can just push him. Hey, Blarg, you're gonna get right up in their face.
Victory is in with one fewer time. Indeed.
And you're in Daring Breach,
No matter the cost.
and you're gonna just go to town on these guys.
Return this favor
It will
tenfold.
be done. Reduced to dust. My place is at the fore. At your beck and call.
I will not join the ranks of the dead.
Well, you just did join the ranks of the dead. May God guards us against pride and wandering the vagaries of fate. Are you alright? Though, can I just say, you dispatched his enemies of humanity admirably. You make an excellent Sanctus Xenos. Wrong thing to say right now. Are you alright? Alright, I'm overcome with grief and anger and anguish, but if I give free rein to my emotions, I'll be eyeing it. The thing that has already entangled the free and seems to befall the mind of the ones who was called to lead my kin. My kin and trust in the visions of Farseers for learning to show us our path. For amidst the stars, but throughout my life, I've too often seen knowledge of things to come, and changeable and capricious as deep water currents. We chains around the bodies of those who feared to enter murky waters. So I became outcast, renouncing the traditions of the Krark and leaving its confines to seek out my own path. Perhaps the Kurdak's demise filled Muran with so much sorrow that it poisoned his mind. Perhaps his hatred for the Monkey discredited the face that plunged his mind to darkness. Perhaps herself was playing Farseer, appearing amidst our poisoned gardens. I'll never learn the answer to this question. Perhaps if I uncover the secret of the mines, I might be able to lift the veil even a little bit on this mystery. There's nothing more to be done here. Time to return to the shuttle. Wait, Longtalk. Before you leave these forests forever, take me with you to distant suns The tale of the children of Sauron on Lithium is coming to an end. But somewhere out there, among the cold stars of the cosmos that your kind call the Expanse, there are others deprived of home, lost, suffering. We can help one another, Electric. You'll be my wings, and I your wounding spear, and your voice of reason should you counter my kin. That's still not enough. I promise you a wondrous reward, Electric. The treasure of my world hidden in the vastness of space in exchange for the rescue of my kin. Remain true to your word, and do not go back on our covenant. I've always wanted to add Xenos to my retinue. Welcome, welcome. Ooh. Yeah. It's an honor to welcome Andari wander into my ranks. A ghost of a smile appears on her lips. My heart sings at the thought of Laren's approaching liberation. But when I rest well, Solar for his servants still mar the face of the mating world. Remember your promise, Longtrick. When we leave Lithium, be so to go to distant stars. Moran summons visions, and they sang mournful songs about the fate of my people. Now fight beside you until the song of the stars turn into a funeral lament. Surviving rebels are panting heavily, catching their breath at the bow. One by one, they look at you expectantly. People of Gen, you have suffered enough. The Xenos have been taken care of. Now it's time to free yourself from this chaos-worshipping governor. Julian cries shake the first. Fire shout your name, praising the grove tree, gabbling promise of eternal loyalty. It seems that with the removal of the Dari, unseen weight has been lifted from their shoulders. Who are you?
Too bad I never leave debts unpaid.
Oh, we just don't get a name for Bogle. Is there anything I can get specially for you? I'm gonna get Drakai. Persuasion, easy. I'm just trying to give my character all the weapon proficiencies so she can have them. Or he have them. Where is it? You are going to get the weapon proficiency as Drakai equipment. You're going to get demolition because you need better demolition. You keep setting off the traps and you're our best demolition person right now. Critical hit, steal less damage. Yes. Doing my part. Just because of the words. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. Yes, I guess you're first. And for those who have been redeeming the hydrates, the drink of choice is Jameson. I thought it was fitting for tonight. You know. Lower the Purium. I'm thinking stare. Jai, what do you got? Better to die for the Emperor. You know what? Persuasion. Why not? Okay, we got shuriken catapult, a singing spear. Interesting. Rune armor. So that's 30%. That's 30%. There's less dodge percent. Wait a second. You're it. What is your what is your willpower? Your willpower is low. Okay, you're not gonna be able to use that well. Okay.
Follow my lead.
A minor setback.
None shall stand in my way.
Well, the rebels on our side. What is that? The Orflak Mark IV. Increase over penetration, so it's like a super revolver. Oh, I love that.
This cannot be.
Oh, we can just return to the void ship right here. So, the governor's evil. Governor's evil. So we have to kill the governor. That's gonna go over so well. She's gonna summon demons, isn't she? She's gonna summon a demon. I just know it. God damn it. The person who's always next to her is influencing her, isn't it? She has an assistant, and when we first met her in our office, the assistant touched her, and she gave a little jolt. I bet you the assistant is the cultist that's influencing her.
One and it's done.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Wait, where am I going? That's the void ship. That's the maintenance room. There is loot here that I'm missing again? Wait, when did this get here? Oh! Because we got that one,
And done.
Another pendant? That's 2 Chartis' pendants now. That's interesting. I thought that there's usually only one of each accessory. How interesting.
The treasures of the Coronis await.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Can we just like tell them like we want to go in the vault? I guess not. Yeah, tell her we're going in. Yeah, we're going with my entourage. Lady, you know why we're here. Greetings, your lordship. How may I be of assistance? You know, I get to mention the strange changes in the planet's flora and fauna. Magos Finzek's a very wise man, but his fixation on the evolutionary process seems a little extreme to me. Genus was heavily cultivated. Forests were cleared, mountains raised across half the planet. It's no surprise we are still noticing the consequences of these changes. It's possible that the planet's mutations are connected to waste runoff from the harvesting equipment, and the changes to wildlife behavior could be reaction to the expansion of the cultivated area. Are you surprised by my knowledge of the topic? Our whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming genus. This plentiful yet stubborn planet. Every member of the Bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planetary engineering and its consequences. Rumors have reached to me about oddities among Janus' population. I do not deny it. Some of our experience exact a higher toll on the population than others. See, recently, one of the noble families of Janus has taken on the difficult task of enhancing the tributes of our workers. So far as involved in introducing experimental supplements to their foods and mental conditioning in modern settlements. Sometimes procedures are disrupted, and part of the population suffers from side effects. Specialist the Gravitz family would be better placed to inform you on this topic. But last, they are currently engaged in the field. How refreshingly novel. The reach treating common folk like dirt and cutting all with the best intentions. Ooh, Jay's looking for a fight now. You're forcing settlements to pay their tips in human bodies? What? Really, Suki, you speak of it, you actually believe the claims of the wretched peasants. I do not ask anyone to pay the tips in human bodies. I am reducing the burden on the settlements which have suffered as a result of unsuccessful experiments involving rich food. I am gathering the worst affected subjects, those who are no longer capable of work, for further study. Some among my circle will call such concern for the unit class a weakness which may have incited rebellion among the emboldened rabble. Cassie nods in understanding. Theobald and Felix tried to limit the effect my powers have on the Lobor servants of Uric 5. The station's laboratoriums ran expendable experiments on those who had the misfortune of losing their minds because of my gift. These tests increased our servants' lifespans, and then they joined Felix's side. Tech Priest mentioned ancient ruins belonging to the Xenos. I know to what you're referring. Strange structures of unknown material. For the prevention of any unfortunate accident, I ordered the area to be declared out of bounds for all. Some things are better off kept under a thick layer of dirt, beyond the grasp of even the enlightened minds of Dithis Mechanicus. I found the rebel's nest. Who is this person standing next to you? Have you really worshipped, and what have you learned? Ooh, I like some of these choices. One choice is everything, Vizenta. I know everything. Now you have one chance to beg for mercy. Or, let's not waste time on meaningless chatter. Vizenta, you're a servant of the archenemy. I love these. Or, that is not your concern, Vizenta. You have a far worse problem to deal with. Half of me wants to give her a chance, but the other half of me is like, something's wrong here. Something's wrong here. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's not waste time on meaningless chatter. What? No! You have woven your web of deceit in vain. You can no longer hide behind the veil of ignorance. Suki has seen the evidence of your deeds, heard the cries of the tormented Lithian, walked amidst the decay that you brought to the maiden world. Enough for your lives, Chaos Orange. Gurlit! Vian exclaims breathlessly. How dare you, you filthy vermin! I will have you flayed for that outburst, your lordship. What is going on? The colors are darting to and fro like startled shadows. The colors know. Note that they are the veil that stands between the soul and the truth. The veil falls, all will turn red and purple. Even now I can already see the muted purple seeping through. Ooh, it's beneath the dignity of a governor to squirm so pathetically. Ooh. Clenches her teeth so hard you heard it crack. I, daughter of House Viat, governor of Janus and citizen of the Pyramid, serve no other than the emperor in the Von Vlactus dynasty. And what are you accusing me of? Is merely a tool at my disposal. A tool I have had the power and courage to use. Do you think ignorant methods would have been enough to tame this demented planet? No, my family struggled for decades to subdue Janus once for all, and it was all in vain. But loyal servants of these families who have resided on Janus for centuries helped me to unlock a new source of power. Ancient knowledge secretly passed down from generation to generation, accessible to select few, of which grants power over nature itself. How could I reject it? How could I undo all the work of my predecessors? Who were trusted with Janus, who faithfully served the Von Vlactus dynasty, and who, with a madman's obsessiveness, threw the rock into a stunning diamond. 2 days spent among the Niche was enough for me to start hearing the voices of angels in my ears. Angels who give me the keys to conquering the world. Yup. She's gone mad with power. And before you offend my ears with more accusations of moral dominations, remember who has dutifully served your dynasty for all these years. Remember who has devoted her life to turning Janus into the primary source of wealth in your proctorate. Remember to whom your predecessor entrusted one of her most valuable worlds, without fear for treachery or conspiracy. Without me, without my service, my sacrifice, Janus would be nothing. Pascal Fox emits a pensive hiss. Behold, proof of why knowledge must remain in the hands of the worthy. Many lay people are capable of possessing it, but a wise mind that is not bound by oaths of obedience to the Messiah is vulnerable to corruption and free thinking. even more vulnerable than the mind of an ignorant commoner. What more proof do you need, Loctic? The Monkey has confessed to her handiwork. Interesting. Interesting. Usually, because Iconoclast is very much like sparing people, and even the Iconoclast is with the dogmatic of like, I'm not going to allow you to do this anymore. Like the dogmatic is, of course, hey, you're breaking the law of the Emperor, I must kill you. Even the Iconoclast is like, I'm not going to allow you to continue wreaking evil. Both the laws and the good side are coming out together for one, shaking hands like, yeah, this person has to go. They have to die. And that is something I find very interesting in this moment. But I do want to know, did Theodora knew about your inclination? Did she know? She owned this planet for many decades. She probably did pick up on local gentries. Quirks. But did she ask me outright, as you are doing now? No, your predecessor was more interested in supplies and tips, which I provided without fail. You're not saving Janus or improving it. You're destroying this world with your own hands. Forgive me for what I'm about to say, your lordship, but you're lying. I'm not blind. I can see how Janus is changing, how it's becoming tamer, more submissive to the will of humanity. Ooh. The will of the humanity or the will of the ruinous powers, Venta. You're a strong ruler with exceptional aptitude and talent for making people see things only as you wish. Have you never considered the possibility that someone could do the same to you? Well, and then cries out suddenly, falling to her knees. You see a bloody stain seeping along her back. Maid of honor. The companion behind Vizenta denies the curved blade. Traitor. The prince saw your treachery. You can die along with the traitor, Vizenta. I knew she was evil. Oh.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Victory awaits!
Oh. We got a whole, like, back hidden area.
Let us see what I found.
Okay, everyone move close. You have to be careful.
What is it?
You are our explosive person.
I wander through the stars.
Bolt pistol. Okay.
State your intention.
Okay. Now walk carefully.
None are better at searching.
Don't die to this, please.
A
Thank you.
trivial task.
Why are you bad at that?
I'm at your service.
All right. Yep.
Let me help.
I must. Thank you.
All right.
Operation
Everyone,
successful.
get together. Oh. Yep, they summoned a demon. Mohawk demon.
Take a knee.
Yeah,
and bow before me.
Your emperor won't save you.
There's intoxicated nobles just sitting around like...
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
How did you miss? That's fine.
If I must.
If only that were possible.
I am not your Xenos. I hear you moving. No more.
Such is the will of chaos.
Oh, she's gonna keep summoning things.
Exist only to be broken.
We need to, get you...
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
We need to get everyone going. Okay, Fire a plasma shot. You guys are too far away. That's fine.
Suits my purposes. All too easy.
Give in to sensation.
How about no?
Living on the edge. You've got a problem, I've got a price.
I am unsatisfied.
I can do that. Cross a Kazbalikan. Am I getting paid for this?
You're right. No,
Wanna see a
Abelard, you need to get out here. We need you out on the front lines.
Victory is imminent. Follow my lead. At your beck and call. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Death to the weak.
That's something worse. I took care of this one.
Embrace it.
Brace yourself, Avalon.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Oh, Jay's so good at dodging. All right. We're just moving everyone up.
Cross my gaze. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Oh, you can't move. Okay, that's fine. We'll move everyone up.
I approach the designated position.
Activate calculated fury algorithm.
Okay.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Suits my purposes.
I am unsatisfied.
That's fine, if you're unsatisfied. Because my friend Abelard here
To my bloodline.
is going to
I
make
will
your day a
be
bit worse.
reduced to dust. Someone else can do this. Indeed. Grey hair, sure hair. I took care of this one.
Watch my back. Jai Haydari. Remember the name.
Alright. It lowers her weapon, but her shoulders remain tense. She finally catches her breath, shaking her hair out of her hair. Her hair out of her face. In a fluid moment, looks at you. You have done your duty, Electric. From now on, the Freeland has hope for the future. Future without Slaanesh should never follow us. The world has yet to be cleansed, but there's a time for everything. Now it's time to thank you. I hope that's the last I'll hear about cultists on Janos. You're hoping in vain. The seeds that spawn leave behind me sprout in 100 years. Another people and other deeds. I pray that I am wrong. What about you, Electric? Will you turn to the skies, to the blackness amidst the stars, to seek a way for the gloom and tread the paths of more and more new worlds? Will we ever meet again? Didn't we already agree for you to come with us? Why are you asking now, will we ever meet again? We literally just said before we came here, hey, here's a deal. You come with me, we find your people and rescue them. In return, you'll give me your help. I feel like the game, like, like forgot, like there's, you know, like different checks you can do. I feel like this game at this point, like the game in its like numbers, like values, forgot that check mark that like we already agreed to help each other. Why don't you come with me on my travels? Your stretching up her full height. Go with you? She pursed her lips, considering something. Perhaps that way I can search for traces of my kin who survived the destruction of our world. We already discussed this. Sorry. It just bugs me. We already discussed you coming with me and finding your people. Why you're like, perhaps I could find traces of my kin. Usher, and pray to exalt once your good heart is not broken by the black ungratefulness of those you welcome in your retinue. My constellations of the Xenos is still a little different from the damned scum that plague humanity in the Cronus expanse. Well, Noctrix, since your will supersedes human law and Xenos, I will face no perils while I'm at your side. I accept your offer. What's our level? Let's do our level up. Ballistic skill, sure. Jinx. Yep. Perception. Fellowship, sure. Better to die for the Emperor. Wait. Do not falter. Intelligence. Alright, what do you have on you? Bolter, knife, auto gun, flak armor, proof flak vest, sinister diary. Interesting. A stun grenade.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Where's...
I have learned much in my exile.
Okay. Cargo. Power grips gain 10 strength. Might give that Abelard. Notes on the nature of the astrosity.
The machine god grants the insight.
Can't go for that door, it looks like. We're not missing anything in that room. Good.
A new challenge for me?
Oh. They're still just nobles. Oh, wow.
In truth, Mistress Haydari, I find it hard to believe that a ne'er-do-well such as yourself could be successful in any field, even smuggling.
In truth, Master Viserion, I find it hard to believe that anyone would put out for such a bore as yourself. But you've somehow managed to sire a whole gaggle of offspring.
Okay. I feel like there's supposed to be more to this map, but I guess not. Oh. Ooh, the secretary is shaking in terror, looking around in devastation. Your lordship, what happened? Where's Lady Viat? The secretary stares at Yerta in horror. His face twists, but he cannot seem to get out of a single word. Yep. Yep, Janus was under two distinct threats: the corruption of the Chaos in the form of Yet and her associates. The Xenos had manipulated servants of the Imperium. I dealt with both of them. Heresy, Xenos? God, preserve us, your lordship. You have surely saved us from our doom. We immediately begin to scour the planet to rout any remaining conspirators and traitors. Secretary began to speak, but things of it, instead choosing to step aside and bow his head as you pass.
None shall stand in my way.
What was that? I didn't receive any orders. Yeah. So who's in charge now is the question. Because unless the governor has a child, or a cousin, aunt, uncle, or someone still alive. Actually, would we even trust that family line at that point? Who do we put in charge? Actually, you know what? I'm going to talk to the tech priest real quick before we go.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Or he's gone. I guess because his duties led elsewhere. That's fine.
Follow my lead.
I'll ask Quint before we go. I guess we just go. Interesting. I have no idea what happens next. We get to replace the governor. Oh, here we go. We have control over the granaries of Janus. The promise of help given to the Legion of Footfall of Takar cannot be filled should the Troopshare so desire. Yeah. You resolve the crisis on Janus. The habits of Footfall Station will praise the Emperor who spared them the painful choice between Star Station and subscribing to the reign of the Exedia Chorda. To welcome the new raid traders, Adeptus Mechanicus Planetary Office brought the ship offering several versatile macro combines. Ancient machines whose carcass have been found in Janus carefully restored. The sacred steel titans will serve the Von Vlakness dynasty. Oh, we now have another outpost. Interesting. Okay, do we want to make Chem Princes? Many planetary aristocrats sustain themselves with competence and lost their titles. If new nobility of Chem Princes will create out subject to prove capable in science and governance, those who succeed in wisely managing the accurate complex feasts, chiefly maintaining beatings from the commoners, increasing the output of rare organic so it gives us more security, gives us chemicals and provisions. We don't have any chemicals. Or does that mean Promethean? Gives us tears of repentance. In the days of the mutiny, many among Janus' pampered nobility fled the planet. Those are to be placed more enterprising servants. A small but ambitious Ultra Christor Snigant belongs to the Kapuska mission has contacted the Repatrier for a low request to entrust the governance of Janus to them. With Vladimir pushing all of his competitors out of the coal trade, the Ultra Crystals are hoping to change their line of business and become dignified aristocrats serving House Von Vlakness. We get more profit factor, compliancy, xenotech, and provisions. Which means we'll gain another provision. We'll get another xenotech. We'll get a chemical. Compliancy will reduce speed. Efficiency. Janus is alien Huberta Curtin, the Sage Daenerys, the Magus Biologist. Management of the agri complex we take away from the aristocrats and hand over to the servants of the Omnicide. Gives us a lot of provisions and efficiency. Starblade looks like such a cool weapon, though. Compliancy, Xenotech. Having more Xenotech would be nice. And so is as provisions. And the profit factor would be nice, but having security would be nice, so we'll do that. Actually, what is my colony? Nope, that's not my colony button. Oh. It's not that. Actually, what are you good at? What is a great post for you? Oh, you're a really good master of Featrix. Huh. It's not that. There we go. Foulstone. We can't do anything with you just yet. We need weapons. We need actually a lot of resources for you to do anything else. Okay. We can get some plasteel, which we already have a lot of. Okay. We should actually go back to Footfall, though, at one point. Oh, there's a Dari survivors over there? Okay. The wardrobe was disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. 100 people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel. Sounds of nails tried chance to hold the line of the Dari like shadows, crashing about the long passageway. Plowing was most prominent in the far corner of the office deck where the new Lord Captain's companion named Ferd had made her home. Well, we're gonna go save some of Urette's fellow people. There's plasteel here. There's traces of a space battle. And I think that's the... Lord Captain, there's evidence of recent scuffle straight ahead of us. Everyone take me. This is not a frigate. This is just a gutted piece of metal. Blimey, the culprits are here too. It's the Dari freaks. Organized this shiny ass even from the distance. Except the Xenos are acting suspiciously. They are having a place not even trying to run. Should we approach or open fire from a distance? Call off your people, Electric. Something is wrong. The children of Sauron are dismayed, but doing something like this is to a vessel. No, we are not animals. I appeal to your prudence and the promise you made. Do not destroy my kin for the deeds they did not commit. Lord Captain, we received a report from the Augur crew. The situation is unusual. Xenos ship displays no biological or electrical signature. It appears to be intact. According to scans, there is nobody on board. However, the survivors are believed to be hiding in one of the compartments of the damaged vessel of the Imperium. We also spotted some drifting bleeding remains that belong to a third dispatch rescue team. It'll be done. Fellows switch on the Vox system scanner and the transmission goes quiet for a while. Some Xeno artifacts, good. Lord Captain, scouts managed to rescue several assassinated officers from the wrecked ship. Despite their wounds, they were able to tell us what happened. During the patrol, the frigate discovered a Dari ship crossing the system, decided to immediately attack the enemies of humanity. Xeno's special proved too fast and skittish, but at one point, the decision failed, giving the frigate a chance to attack. When the guns were aimed, several Drukhari ships suddenly pounced from the darkness. At first, they attacked from a distance, but soon boarded the frigate and wreaked a bloody massacre on the decks. Only by sheer miracle that the surviving officers managed to escape, locked themselves up in a hidden technical compartment the Xenos had no use for. Survivors claimed that the Xenos expired and deliberately led the ship into a trap where it met its doom. Xenos joined forces to eliminate a vessel of the Imperium? An alliance between the Dari and Drukhari is an unusual sight, yet such an outcome is hardly surprising. Why, Master Interrogator, I was thinking exactly the same thing. At last, you and I can finally agree on something. How blind the monkey to the devices of their own kind. Humans attack a ship of the children of Sauron sailing peacefully by, but it's my king's people are to blame? No, my kind would not butcher the Dark Ones of their own volition and abandon their ship. Something else happened here. Something I'm not afraid to even consider. Yeah, send a shuttle with scouts to investigate the Xeno ship. We got a catapult and Xeno for artifacts. After several hours of tedious waiting, Liz gets back on air. Lord Captain, ship's confirmed our earlier report. The Xeno ship is intact. Many valuable artifacts have been found inside, but neither Dory nor their bodies were discovered. We are late again. Locked. Yep, have sent in the machine cult. The Valak and promptly received a reply. Lord Captain reporting that the whole fragments belong to the Drukhari Xena races, but the presence of their ships in the system at the time had not been confirmed. As your command, Lord Captain. And we're gonna go. We already did this, I think. We explored this. Yeah. It was the miners for the winter scales. I see a notification from something. As I was muted. I can only imagine what this conversation is going to be. And I know a lot of my companions don't like each other, so I wonder if she's going to threaten to kill one of my other companions.
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantark. Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures? And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me. Touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted Kemorak. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
I like the reaction. One of the reactions you can say is, I wouldn't mind going somewhere private with you either. My people behaved competitively, and I apologize for it.
I accept your words, Elantark. And still, try to imagine, Elantark, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
She has some great lines. Oh, I wish one of the lines she said earlier, it completely slipped my mind, but it was like something along the lines of like, let us join to the song of battle, and let us make this battle into a song of a funeral procession. Like it's like every other line is like vague poems in a way. Like I love like how the voices, like the characters, like you have Pascal, who's very much like a robot talking to you. You have Sister Argena, who's like talking with such fire in her voice. You have Violet, who speaks very poetically, almost like you expect from like an elf from space. You have all these different characters with like their very unique ways of talking. And I love it. And I love like example, like Jai is like the perfect rogue, like swashbuckler rogue. Like everyone like does their role very well. I understand the incident was unpleasant for you, but it does not mean that all humans are animals. Oh my god, this is the biggest simp line ever. For you, I'm willing to become a wild animal or a docile pet. Like, my dude, that is the most thirsty line. I understand the system was unpleasant for you, but does that mean that all humans are animals?
No. Your kind's simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws. Narrow minds and simple souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals. I am prepared to pay this price to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
I don't think you fully understand human thoughts and actions. It will take time, but I can help you make sense of them.
I have walked the path of awakening, Elantark, and learned to see that which is hidden and hear that which is unspoken. When I found myself on the Lilithon, I watched your kind long enough to understand the true nature of Monkey. I do not think you can tell me anything I do not already know. Nevertheless, I will not protest. Conversations with you are the only thing on this ship that can ease my solitude.
You're Xenos, a strange and unknown creature, and humans strive to understand the unknown. For the unknown is the most frightening thing of all. Yes, yes. On a complete side tangent, that is one of the reasons why I love horror movies, books, video games, videos, because the fear of the unknown fear of like is so great. If you can drive up the tension of not knowing what is there, you can make such a great scary moment and scary tense time. Instead of like a jump scare, or instead of already knowing what, like, oh, this is a zombie movie, I know it's zombies. But going into something like you go into a mine and why did all the miners disappear? You're finding traces, you're seeing shadows move. It builds up that fear so much, and I love that. So yes, for the unknown is the most frightening thing of all, 1,000,000%.
Had any of them wished to understand my nature, they would have already run away in fear from one who walks the path of the outcast. But they are just trying to provoke me, hurt me. No. Monkey are driven by their instincts. To survive, to breed, to ensure the preservation of their species and the annihilation of those who threaten them. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is.
Sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our own actions.
It was emotions that once brought down my kind, Elantark, toppling us from our pedestal as rulers of the galaxy. Indulging your weaknesses or whims does not make your species any more attractive.
All humans are different. My people's interest in you was not intended to be an insult.
Elantark, please understand that I do not find Monkey attractive. The mere thought of being intimate with one of your kind. Our conversation has only proved my point, Elantark. That Monkey and the children of Azurian are as different as night and day. Eldari do not simply see the world differently. They see more than any monkey can ever comprehend.
So actually, I'm going to give a little like lore history lesson about the Eldari, the space elves. So the reason why they try to be as motionless as possible, at one point in the galaxy, so at one point like the Necrons ruled the galaxy. At one point the Eldari. At one point so and so, and so far. During the Eldari, they went. Best way to put it is they went after their passions, their emotions. They ruled everything by that, which allowed the Chaos Gods to get a hold of them. Like, hey, you want the ultimate passion? Hey, you want the ultimate way to unleash this rage inside? And a lot of the Eldari end up turning to chaos, becoming evil, twisted, and it was the downfall of their empire. So now they try to be as emotionless as possible, as calm as possible, as almost like logical as possible with their way they do things, because they know one slip of the emotion and it's a slippery slope for them. So that's why she's always like this, like trying to be like, I don't want emotion to take over. I don't want emotion taking over. It can mean the downfall for me. It's because that's what happened with them. And what do you see in this world around us that I do not?
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer? I will need time to put the entire truth of this world into the meager language to which your ears are accustomed. When I find my answer, I will pay you a visit.
You know what? While we're here, I'm gonna talk to my people. Have they brought you anything interesting lately? Okay, that'll be all for now. Let's talk to our companions. It's been a while. Abelard, got anything new for me?
Lord Captain.
Never mind.
Lord Captain.
I love when you have nothing to say, it's just Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Oh wait, Cassia and Argenta are this way. Anything new, Argenta?
Greetings.
Never mind. Probably not, actually.
Words cannot describe. I have enjoyed your company.
Okay, so I think nothing is new. Okay. Right, we're gonna head to Footfall, and from there we're going to pay a visit. Do we have Promethean? We have 5 Promethean. We have 5 Xenotech. Actually, what do we need for you is the question. Mechanicism, that mean efficiency, weapons. We need relationship with the Imperial Navy. People, we need a lot more people. Mechanisms, we don't have any. That mean weapons. Yeah, so weapons people. Okay, so we need resources we just don't have. There's a distress signal. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I think we did the stress signal. Yep, it's the ice world. I remember this. It's like the 20 freaking turrets. On our way back, we might do that. We might end up in a fight here. Oh, now Cassia wants to speak to us. I think you're getting for the hydrate. Jameson is the drink of choice for tonight. I was thinking Tullamore Dew, but Tullamore Dew is more of like, I think, a long sipping drink, where Jameson and I feel like you could take the shots of it a bit more. Just my personal opinion. Though, of the two, I tend to... Ooh. Oh, this is a personal visit to our office. Greetings, Lord Captain. I meant to inform you that our journey through the warp went well. My navigator's gaze perceived the light of the Tromican beyond the tumultuous ways of the Sea of Souls. The leap was a difficulty. The crew and the master helmsman conducted themselves adequately. My instructions during the jump helped them find their focus and guide the ship without any serious incidents. I like this. I like this one line right here. Thank you for the report, but I already noticed for myself that the ship was intact. I left, of course, the last few hours of my life. I've helped in a cutting trick of the war. You know what? Let's do that. The Imperator seems to have robbed you of all reasonable thoughts, Lord Captain. Yet you are aware of yourself, our conversation, all that is happening around you, which means... I believe that was merely a jest. I do apologize. I am not particularly acquainted with conversations of that sort. The music is very interesting for right now. It's like very dramatic. I see you have many compelling works of art here, but for precious few paintings. I for one do enjoy passing what little spare time I have with brush in hand. Why just recently I created a beautiful voidscape inspired by our travels together. I cannot show it to you quite yet as it still only exists in my mind's eye, but the imagery, oh, if only you could see. My colors do indeed seemingly sorely lack exquisite finery. I hope that your paintings will soon endure these walls. Do you truly wish that I would? But I must admit, I've never planted for anyone other than myself before. You have to forgive me, Lord Captain, but I don't think that's such a good idea. These chambers are needed masterpieces while I paint merely for my own pleasure. Further smile speaks louder than her polite refusal. One other thing I meant to tell you is that I am quite well read. Sorry, I started reading her lines and something caught my eye to the right. One thing I meant to tell you is that I'm quite well read, and that my knowledge is not limited to the Navigator's craft. I am well versed in many other scholarly fields, such as the century history of the Caligus sector, or navigators are taught to familiarize themselves with the war from childhood. Should you require my help, that is to say, my counsel, my knowledge is extensive, so please do not hesitate. She fiddles with a lock of her hair while still proudly holding her chin high, and avoiding your... Oh, I get what's going on now. This is Cassia's way of flirting. You know what? Step closer. You have been blessed with many talents. Would you like to stay here and demonstrate some of them? You have to take a step away from you, stretching with her dispersion gaze. Rogue Chair, making suggestive initiations toward Lord Navigator does not you no credit. I would ask that you refrain from such frivolities in the future. With this kindly permit me to leave your presence. Interesting. I think we scared her off by accident. I wonder what happens if we did a different choice. The light bulb went off. Yes, it did. Oh, the last one is like at the governor's. Weird. They're both here at the same time. You know, I'm kind of curious to see what would be the other ones. So yeah. Because now I am too deadly curious about what the different conversations would be like.
Victory awaits!
I believe this is James talking, but I started feeling warm from all the whiskey. Alright, and then we'll make a path right there, and then we'll make a path there. Yep, and then we'll get the Dari conversation. Don't overdo it, yeah. I'm just very curious because, like, usually she doesn't talk much about herself. So I was like, it took me a moment or two, like, why? Okay, we get it. The ship's fine. Okay, you're talking about your paintings. And then it clicked for me, like, oh, I understand what's going on. At least this conversation I can do real quick because I know what to do.
Please spend... And still... I try to imagine Elantark being lusted after by a wild beast. It is... No. Narrow minds and simple souls. Had any of them... It was emotion. Elantark, our conversation has only proved my... What?
Okay. I might go for... I think after the Foulstone stuff, I might do... the, Okay, yep, here, we're getting the meeting. So the one thing I'm really glad is that there's not, like, a time limit of getting things done, like, years and stuff, because Warhammer 40k is, like... It's such a, like, a long stretch of time. Like, you'll spend years traveling from one planet to another, technically. But you're, like, in cryo and stuff like that. Technically, people live for centuries. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yes, right, I see. Thank you, Cassia. Okay, so either way, it's, yeah, so you're supposed to just... That ends the conversation no matter what. But I wonder if you, like, go talk to her afterwards, what happens?
I have enjoyed you.
Okay. Alright. Now we're going to Footfall. Which is not there. Not there. There. We can make a long trip there, but we're going to visit here first. We're going to do the Dari thing. That's just plasteel. Alright. We got a bunch of insight from Janice, but which are just make it easier to travel around. Technically, you can almost visit any place from place to place, but you need a navigator's insight. It'll be technically dangerous, but we can possibly trade with you guys. And see what we can buy. We need to have like 7 with you, or rank 1 with you for some of this stuff. Our reputation is too low. Gotcha. But we're gonna go to Footfall. We're gonna see if we can go to some of the areas that we couldn't go before. Unknown mechanism. And we're gonna try to start to like slowly, before we go to our next main quest, is do all the side stuff. I might do that snow planet with the turrets, because I was like level 18 when I tried it and it was too weak, but now maybe level 24 I might have a better chance. Because we took out turrets on the one base, so we should be able to take out stronger turrets now. What is this strange acronym? Wait, they're Amber Fugs. Why are they still alive?
It's about time.
This again? With the carnival? Where's the carnival guy?
None
He's
shall
not there.
stand in my way.
Yep, we'll go to the palace. There you are. Your Lordship, the first ships for giants have already arrived. The station no longer faces famine or the predatory interests of the Chod dynasty. I must admit, right up to the last moment, I did not believe that you would come to our aid without a Torian motive. Your accession makes me wonder if life in the current expanse is changing in the most unexpected way. I notice Jai standing behind you and you see his jaw shining with tension. And what are you doing here? Vadim, you must have thought you were the only one on Footfall who knew how to make friends. Told you I'd find a better deal. I'm sure your Lordship has reason for getting mixed up with a small fry like you. Perhaps you're amused by your false promise of quick profit, or for some more intimate aspects of such relationships. In any case, that's none of my business. Remember that here on Footfall, the truly good deals worthy of your attention can only come from me. We need to show more respect. She's my new business partner. Shooting your words warm the heart better than the finest Calaxian wine. Certainly, Your Lordship, I apologize for my lack of manners. I was unprepared for this development. I did what you could not. I found and neutralized the Amber's agitator-in-chief. That is truly outstanding accomplishment. Your Lordship, Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next man Hulam makes himself known. Man introduced himself as a servant of House Cordax to have a word with me, and then, imagine not, someone blew his brains out. Doesn't look surprised. Amber's again, I presume. Those anarchical Dendrons don't even care who they shoot. Be it my servants, yours, or those in the employ. I suggest that the agent wished to negotiate a deal, but would have you refrained from hindering Ascidian's efforts to strangle us with the threat of hunger and abandoned beings? If so, I don't believe I will be mourning man's passing very long. I'm beginning to resent how frequently people I converse with on the station wind up dead. As deed are not mental, but these are the times we live in. This is Footfall. Its denizens always look for a reason to spill blood. Right. Ooh, Commissar boots. I can't wait till I get the red crystal staff. Right, just want to report into you.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
And what is the mechanisms it's talking about? Is it rumors, maybe?
victory awaits.
Yeah, why is it saying here? Why is the quest saying it's here? Where it... Okay, I think that was by accident. We need to talk to you, maybe? Emperor protects. I know not why his voice fests the protective appearance born from the intrusions of the enemies of humanity. We see the fit to have ungodly Xenos retinue. But say you repent, young flags. Pray to the Emperor forgiveness, for your soul has forever been stained with the taint of an outsider. We know virtue for which is contrary to his divine belief. She's not even paying attention. The Emperor protects. Okay, I thought you... I'm gonna look around, see where it could be. Citizen. Nope. Wait. I never checked up here for things.
Challenge for me?
Oh, just a leaf for the Anvers.
Nothing is impossible for this old officer.
Commander's Monocle.
Too hard for a simple monkey?
Do a look around.
It's about time. Follow my lead.
Tastes like something pops up. Another leaflet.
I'll lay claim to the stars. None shall stand in my way.
No idea. Oh, it's not there anymore, so we must have found it? Alright. Hopefully we can do some of these quests, like we can actually go to the places that are like sick and find these little caches. We go right here. Yep, we can finally check this place out. And there's still some fogs. And we're right into a fight.
Crush them!
Emperor, give me strength. I am a navigator, not a certain guy with grace, at least.
If it serves your cause. This tedium is beneath me.
Request denied.
Okay, I can't hit them from there. Good to know.
On here, maggot.
I understand your
Oh, they release poison. Interesting.
Scared yet?
Here we go.
I know what I'm doing, usually. Oh, you're no fun. I'd like to, but I can't. I can do that with a going somewhere. I hold all the cards.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. I'm not interested. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Actually.
Victory is imminent.
Newer target.
For Von Valancius! My place is at the fore. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust. One fewer target.
Alright. Aloy just cleans up.
Stop hitting me, Ashmog.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
It's about time.
I thought they were just a worker. I thought they were someone.
I'm still new to the art of exploring.
Follow my lead.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
My success was inevitable.
Statue of the founder, small temple.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
A job for me.
Oh, to the mutant's lair.
My way.
What is here? Oh, just mutants.
I won't tolerate weakness. Take a knee and
Who-
bow before me.
Who are hostile.
If I may. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I am not your zeal.
Death to non-believers! I bring ruin!
Oh. It's a bunch of poison.
I'll deal death with my hands. If it serves your cause.
I serve the ruinous powers! Let's make it quick! Out of my way!
Not a problem for me. nothing I can't do. We'll rule the stars themselves. Follow my lead. I will do my reduce to dust. I'd rather not. It will be done. At your beck and call. Indeed.
I move swiftly to strike. This tedium is beneath me.
I will do like you. It will be done.
Death to the weak. I serve the ruinous powers.
Okay, there's a lot of enemies now. You missed the shots, which is not great.
They'll write legends about me.
One fewer target. Victory is imminent. I took care of this one. A tactically sound approach. At your beck and call. Reduced to dust.
You've got a problem. I've got a prize.
Advancing. Running binary override. Vulnerability analysis successful. Request approved. Thank you.
I've suffered worse. Indeed, I took care of this one. Ugh, my ears are ringing. Ugh, just a minor setback.
Operation successful.
My
I sense
pleasure.
something nearby.
Thank you for that, Drake. Ooh. We'll resolve the situation ourselves, and we going to finish one of our quests possibly tonight before I call it. So I'm gonna forget about it right away. The footfall statue, I believe that's the Shadow Quarter.
Victory awaits.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality. The machine god grants me insight.
One and it's done.
Okay.
Follow my lead.
A job for me.
Greetings to you, keen wanderer who have found my mission to solve my riddle. I, Parazian Demi, Master of Footfall, Travelers of the Expanse, am pleased to welcome visitors to my magnificent palace in the stars. Footfall is my greatest creation. It was marked to begin the Imperium's triumph march to the current expanse. Here because you managed to discover the message in the almanac of Footfall published by my orders. Find the catch that installed at secret sites. You've seen the view from the domes of the Great Cathedral, the void-piercing catch, the Provisions Bridge, the stars' cold gaze for the windows of the small quay. Only thus, step by step, can one experience the scale and the elegance of my creation. Footfall sites are their own reward. However, I am prepared for a gift for those who may unravel my riddle. Approach my statue for the gifts await you there. Remember, nothing must stand between your design, no matter how atrocious it may be. Ooh, what is this? Focus Incense. For each use of relevant slot increases awareness perception by 10. Ooh. The Righteous Fury Cape. For every kill, the wearer increases your critical hit chance. Oh. Alright. And we're going to leave Footfall and get ready for next time. Oop, wrong way. We're going here. And we'll get ready for probably our next journey, which is going to be... Actually, I should set up where I'm going next. Yeah, reality. Whew. We're gonna just stop it with you real quick. Alright. Probably where we're going to go next is... My sniper's trailing behind. There we go. We're probably going to go towards the left side of the map, because there's a few question marks we saw out that way. So we want to head out towards... out towards that way. So we'll come here, we'll travel. Oh, before I do anything, I notice a flame of red hair. So before I even do anything, so I can even prepare for what we're doing next, because something's happening. Me, who's ready to end stream. Event happens. Oh. You posed a question to me not long ago, Josh. I'm here to present you with my answer. With fluid grace emerges from the shadows of the captain's bridge. Her face seems to glow in the gleaming light. Her expression is slightly more pensive than usual. You have my complete attention. Then listen close to my answer, Unlock. You may struggle to comprehend what is to be said, being accustomed to revealing your own mind and skewing this world to yourself. Pitch your understanding not towards the words, but the sense that lies hidden in the shade of their sounds. Have closed your eyes, her words unfurling slowly out and methodically. You try to split the world into pieces to fragment it, into light and dark, truth and lie, self and other. But I see the world as a single whole, and in this lies its simplicity and complexity. It's not simply to see the world and hear its voices, you must understand it. Think of the Leviathan, the world in which your paths cross. Was it truly? Was it its essence? The Agnifian's magnificence comes not from the green of the vast forest or from the depths of the waters. Its beauty is in the word, in the way it dances on the tongue, and even you, Unlocked, can sense it. Try it. Say the words slowly, delicately, casting aside all stray thoughts. Feel, perhaps, and you will see. You know what? Sure, let's do this. Close your eyes, empty your mind, and speak the word. The I den. The world around you fades, and your perception instantly narrows, coming to a single point of focus on the tip of your tongue. Li, your voice directly trickles the roof of your mouth, and the sounds of song your throat with incredible silkiness, warming as it goes into a sip of fresh recap. Lei, the tip of your tongue touches the same place again, and air softly rushes from your chest. The sounds like the serration of leaves as the wind leaves through a vast canopy. Then, your tongue taps your front teeth, and a gentle vibration spreads through your body, sending a shiver along your spine. Guarded interest gleams in your eyes when you gaze meet again. I think I'm beginning to understand. If your words are sincere and Lectech, then you're capable of seeing more than you do now. Instead of the lifeless clamor of monstrous mechanicisms, the roar of engines and the discordant voices of your followers, at your hand is silence. It rises in moments of spiritual serenity, and in stillness we become witnesses to the transformation of our own inner world. Monkey lives pass so swiftly. You rush for them for the sake of a chosen goal, but thoughts of transience and loss frighten you. So you drive such thoughts away and drown yourself into the daily tumult. But it's from fleeting moments which enter our lives and quickly vanish from them, that the soul's fortresses grow. A moment's blooming and hours wilting, the splendor of each lies in its impunity. So too the memories of those who have left our side no longer walk the path with us. In you, Larnak, I see much more than just an Armanke. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create and understand your creation, and your ability to destroy. It lies with your kin's mind cannot grasp, what their primitive sight cannot behold, but I can see it. I love it. I haven't understood a word you said. I never expect to hear you say such things in reference to me. I am speaking the truth. However, I ask not you to make the mistake typical of your kind. My words contain no insinuation or any call for you to act. Your soul shines brightly in the world. I see you, and this will never change. That is all. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. And what do you make of it? How differently do you see the world? Oh, you just like immediately slap her in the face. I didn't even see the God Emperor. I see something greater in our world around me, something deeper than our outer guise of things. Now, what does that mean? I see the uniqueness of every creature, of everything, and it pleases me. I can follow the line of your thoughts galactic. Every form, color, creature, being possesses its own charm and capacities to our emotions. Millions of stars in the darkness. The minimum of void crystals, the plethora of intelligent and primitive life forms that inhabit the galaxy. The world manifests itself in endless diversity that lies in its true magnificence. Now that we have each shared our truth about this world, I'd like to know if your thoughts about me align with those of your Kinlash, or if you see me differently. I sense you as I see you as an intelligent, highly dangerous being, an ally at present. I see to me you are a foreign yet beguiling world, Yulet. I hope that one day I will come to know you, and on that day my own world become much deeper. It seems that there are many facets of your soul I have not considered. Interesting. I accept your answer and thank you for speaking with me. This is the first conversation on board this vessel that has truly brought serenity and joy to my soul. Okay. Now we can go back to exploring. Because I need to get myself set up so I know what to do next time. Oh. Something else is happening. Okay. Come on. Game, you want to load. What is it now? Maybe I am better just... What the fuck? A pungent animal scent hits your nose. A huge predator materializing out of nowhere in the middle of your chamber studies you with unblinking gaze. Cautiously look around. You see nothing to indicate where the strange new marvel has come from. The animal tracks your every move. Something about you seems to have captured his attention. Something about you seems like you think you may have an idea of what. That's a good pet. The bee tentatively flexes his tail. She's a pet? Where'd she get this? How? How has no one noticed this was on the ship? Sit there, Sirocco, and be a good... Oh, have you two already met Shireen? Is this your pet? I want one for myself. She's for you, Shireen. A gift from me. Generous hearts do not hide their feelings, but shower their nearest and dearest with gifts. I won't deny it. Choosing gift worthy the rogue trader wasn't easy, but I tried my best. Do you like her? What the hell? Where'd you get her? I hired hunters to catch me a suitable beast in the jungles of Janus. She cost me 7 times what she weighs. The exalted one does not send his friends that would give me siege for affections, does he? Okay. Why would you give me a Lacrex? Can you think of a better pet for the rogue trader? Lacrex is a fearsome, strong, proud creature, just like you. You strike awe into the hearts of your guests when they see you tame so wild and dangerous a creature. If anyone ever misbehave, you can always feed them to the Reckless, and it'll be most impressive. Admit it, it's a magnificent accessory. Oh, God. Oh, God. This is... Okay. What is her name? I like the name Sirocco. It's the name of deadly wind that originated in the hottest deserts of Freet. But you're her owner, so you name her. I love how you can just call her Beauty. Enjoy the gift of responsibility. God, I'm in danger, aren't I? I'm gonna... Okay. You know what? Sirocco it is. I like it. Excellent. Proud Island deserves a proud name. Knowledgeable people will hear the name and feel even greater respect for the one who has leashed in this force of nature. Is she house trained at all? She's a fast learner. Shall I smile suddenly, KG? I've already taught her a command. Don't eat. Also, noted, she was looking underneath our bed, so I don't know if this was just all ploy to buy time or not. Thank you for the gift. I know you would approve, Shireen. Claps her hand loudly, and the animal whips around the noise with predator interest. I think she was be shown off to her best advantage. Next to your frown. Shh. Suki Inch J has been carved into the headboard with a knife. She's such a great character. She is so enjoyable. Okay. Is he... Okay. Are they... They're literally here. This is such a great game. A great game. Automatically. I don't need to hear anything else. This is one of my games of the year. Okay, so how do we... We've got Plasteel, that's Foulstone. That reminds me. Can't build anything. Janus. Lordship, there are alarming reports coming for Janus. The number of strange mutations have been spotted among the populous and remote agri complexes. Aside from the obvious disagreement and the subsequent estrangement, these mutants, called wretches by the rest of the colonists, are coming together to practice a primitive form of religion involving ritual worship of the land. While they display no disobedience or hostility, their very existence is concerning. Janus nobility humbly awaits your decision. What did we know about these wretches? The mutations cause a loss of skin pigment and the shedding of hair. The eyes of some have started developing and creating membranes similar to that of reptiles. Often others experience progressive atrophy of the lacris, causing their loss of human speech. At the same time, their tendons become denser and more elastic, providing increased endurance and load resistance. Wretches are commonly ostracized due to their grotesque appearance. There hasn't been too many cases of mob justice yet. They become complex, the mutations' deformities become more obvious. These rovers tend to form groups with similarly affected people. The average level of intelligence is low. They all belong to the labor caste and communicate with themselves using primitives and to their own invention. As for their barbaric religion, they are defying both the soul and itself. Them working in combat is a form of worship, which has been a positive impact on productivity. Which my advisors have to say. I saw your agent's pick recordings. The signs these leave behind their idols, and I had to buy a pathetic, though extremely abstract connection to the symbols of my people. The gutter prayers echoed the sounds of the children of speech. The probability of them having come into some close contact for civilization is non-existent. They are still somehow connected. Protect these people, resell them to distant abodes where they will be not harmed for their particulars, and keep watch. Someday the truth may be revealed. Blessed Sanctum, the appearance does not grace these mutants, but does declare their existence anathema. Should we snare them without further study? They are mutants whose existence is fully sanctioned, such as Orgrins, Ratlings, Pariahs, Pelgars, Felinides, or Troughs. Oh, they actually mentioned the felines? Okay, so, fun fact. There are technically cat people in in Warhammer. Felines, though they're more like werecat people. They're not like, just cat ear tail. They're like full layer of fur and everything. But they've been described as anywhere from as lightly as like a Nico to all the way like full werecat. So I'm surprised because that usually was considered like semi to non-canon in a way, because they were briefly mentioned in other books of like being like feline people. But I'm actually quite surprised and amazed that they actually are just gonna full on call it, make it canon, which is quite awesome. Ogrins are pretty much ogre people. They're huge. They're like 10 feet tall. They're like a ton. They're very, very physically strong. They're not that bright. But the funniest thing is that they're some of the nicest people. Literally, if you have an Ogrin bodyguard, they will literally turn the city upside down to make sure you're safe. They're some of the sweetest, nicest people. But they also have a fun fact where they don't understand shooting in bursts. So they actually modify their guns to only be a single shot or 3-round burst, because if they hold a gun and start shooting, they will keep shooting until there's no bullets left. They have no like impulse control of controlling how much they shoot. Ratlings are, as they say, they're rat people. What are pariahs? What is pariah? Pariahs are kind of like almost like Necrons in a way. They're like robot people. Pelgars are kind of like, like the XCOM alien? They look like XCOM aliens. And then the Troughs are... That rings a bell. The Troughs are swamp people. Troughs are kind of like the druids for Warhammer. The swamp people. On the janitor's craft, I could impart some of the knowledge to your servants, purely theoretically. Theoretical, of course. Please has not been properly studied and is missing from the catalog. I am not registering a bias for delaying the commencement of mutant genetic purification. I am recommending launching a further investigation to the genetic makeup of this forbidden strain. I mean, everyone's like really interested in studying them. Yeah, let's take Cassia's idea and let's study them. I hope my house not judge me for this. Let's continue to try to illustrate the good Janus how the see shown to machines may lead to dangerous consequences. The secret of the winner's scales. Ooh. A cure for sloth. Yeah, we'll do Secret of the Winter Scales. I'll probably save here just because I am probably not going to be able to hold off much more. So we'll save. Alright, and we'll raid out to someone. Who is online? Actually, not many people I know is online at the moment. Is anyone playing Rogue Trader? Let's see that. Okay. Raid. This is a long name. Looks like to be a VTuber as well as they're streaming Rogue Trader. So we'll go over there and say hello. They actually look like they just did the part I just did with Janet, so this will be nice.